Welcome to this explainer on the Danriss 2 project. We are going to take a really close look at how a brand new digital bridge is actively harmonizing operations along the physical waters of the Danube River and directly tackling some massive cross-border challenges between Bulgaria and Romania.
So let's dive right in. Picture this stark bottleneck revealed in a recent 2024 internal audit. While Bulgarian-flagged vessels actually see a 15% lower detention rate during port state control inspections, average inspection times over in Romanian ports are 20% higher. What does this mean in the real world? It means a totally uneven playing field. Uneven regulations cause incredibly costly delays for shipping companies, and inconsistent enforcement just undermines the whole point of regulatory oversight along this super vital trade corridor.
Here is our roadmap for today. We're going to cover the challenges along the Danube River, the united efforts between Bulgaria and Romania, the IT modernization of river control, AI and inspections, the advantages for ship operators, and wrap up with the long-term benefits for the region.
Section 1. The challenges along the Danube River.
Beyond the standard bureaucratic headaches and uneven inspections, this corridor is facing some pretty major interconnected threats right now. Existing data systems for ship inspections, traffic management, and environmental monitoring, they are operating in complete silos. They just don't talk to each other. This severely limits any kind of proactive risk management or emergency response. And on top of all that, the river is increasingly vulnerable to severe climate change impacts. We're talking extreme weather, massive floods, and brutal droughts. Put all that together, and it puts an unbelievable amount of pressure on the entire inland waterway transport system.
Moving right along to Section 2, united efforts between Bulgaria and Romania.
So what's the fix? Well, it comes down to a really powerful partnership. The Bulgarian Executive Agency Maritime Administration, or EMA, and the Romanian Naval Authority are finally teaming up. Backed by a nearly €4 million investment, co-funded by the EU, these two agencies are officially ditching the isolation. They are pooling their regulatory expertise and their technical resources to build a single, shared, intelligent platform. And the ultimate goal? To guarantee totally fair and consistent rule enforcement on both sides of the border.
Next up, Section 3, IT modernization of river control.
Look, you absolutely cannot run next-generation software on outdated hardware, right? To actually empower these field inspections, the Danriss 2 project is rolling out some serious heavy-duty gear. We are talking rugged IP65-rated tablets with lightning-fast 5G, preloaded with digital checklists, plus VHF radios for rock-solid voice comms, smartphones with built-in barcode readers, and get this, even specialized off-road vehicles just to reach those really remote, hard-to-access areas. Say goodbye to soggy clipboards and lost paperwork. By outfitting inspectors with this kind of hardware, the project is literally transforming them from paper pushers into mobile data powerhouses, feeding real-time information straight back to upgraded central servers.
Which brings us to Section 4, AI in inspections.
Okay, this is where things get incredibly futuristic. The invisible brain processing all of this new data is a proprietary AI-driven risk assessment engine. It's a hybrid model, and here's how it actually works in practice. Step 1 uses a convolutional neural network, a CNN, to scan vessel image data, aiming for a wild 90% accuracy in spotting structural anomalies. Step 2 brings in a recurrent neural network to look at historical vessel activity, like weird route deviations or speed changes. And finally, Step 3 uses natural language processing to dig through old incident reports for hidden recurring patterns. The AI basically acts as a massive predictive engine, pulling all this together to catch risks way before they turn into actual disasters. And all of that complex tech, it boils down to one magic number: 75. Every single vessel operating in the region gets a dynamic risk score between 0 and 100 from this AI. If a ship's score ticks above 75, boom, the system instantly fires off automated alerts. This prompts highly targeted, specific inspections instead of just doing random or purely scheduled checks. It means AMA RNIA can put their resources exactly where they're needed most.
Now, why is this a real game changer? Well, right now, relying on static databases and manual analysis gives authorities maybe a 60 to 70% accuracy rate for predicting high-risk vessels. The Danriss 2 AI engine is aiming to skyrocket that predictive accuracy to an impressive 85%. Moving from a reactive, wait-and-see approach to proactive, intelligent action, that is a massive fundamental transformation in how maritime safety is managed.
All right, Section 5, advantages for ship operators. Let's look at this from the shipping company's perspective, because the contrast for them is literally night and day. Before this project, it was all manual checklists, totally fragmented data across borders, and just super unpredictable delays. After, they benefit from an AI-powered inspector assistant generating custom checklists that perfectly comply with ESTRIN 2025 regulations. They're also going to be interacting with a single, bilingual Romanian-Bulgarian database. No more frustrating red tape or administrative nightmares. We're talking faster, fairer, and highly standardized inspections that are ultimately going to make their operations so much more cost-effective.
And finally, Section 6, long-term benefits for the region. Zooming out to the macro level, the projections here for the ecosystem are just incredibly transformative. By implementing these joint efforts and AI tools, the project is targeting a 30% drop in high-risk vessel incidents and a 20% bump in detecting regulatory violations. But actually, it's not just about safety. It is heavily focused on sustainability, too. Integrating environmental monitoring is going to help track pollution, with the stated goal of actively reducing microplastic concentration in the water and developing infrastructure that can actually withstand climate change. These are incredible metrics that show how this intelligence network will directly protect the aquatic ecosystem while securing the region's overall economic prosperity.
And the glue holding this whole unified front together, it's real-time, bidirectional data synchronization. So, an inspection outcome, a vessel update, or an incident report in Bulgaria is instantly visible and actionable over in Romania, and vice versa. When data flows seamlessly across borders without those frustrating technical roadblocks, both countries can finally coordinate rapid, unified responses to protect their shared waterway.
Which leaves us with one seriously fascinating question to take away. Can technology actually turn the Danube into the safest, most efficient river in all Europe? If this digital bridge between Bulgaria and Romania fully pulls off merging cutting-edge AI with unified, cross-border policies, well, the Danube might just become the ultimate blueprint for intelligent, modern maritime governance across the entire continent. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and keep questioning the data.